So, so how hard is it to be not only a player, but also a game runner?
To be a player and a game runner, well, it takes a little bit of a transitioning period. For some people, it can be very overwhelming. Depending on your profession, your background, your mental state, who you are, what you do, and all that jazz, it can be a very easy transition. The important part is, though, is to find what you like doing in the real world. Because the moment you make your hobby your job, well, then it's not really much of a hobby. It's not fun. There's a quote from Animal House, I can't remember, when they're shooting golf balls at the horse. But that's the quote. Look it up on YouTube.
I gotta work on my game. No. Don't think of it as work. The whole point is just to enjoy yourself.
Point being, it's important not to make a job your hobby and your hobby your job. Make it fun. So if you enjoy, even if it's just a menial task, I enjoy lifting things up and putting them down. That's just fun things I do. So when I first started, I wasn't nuts about it. I wanted to contribute to the game, and that's important too. It's great that you want to give back to the game, but don't sacrifice your own fun. Don't push yourself to that limit. So I was getting close to that, but I realized, you know what? I don't like herding cats, and that was pretty much the job I had. It's not great. Some people can herd cats, some people don't. I wanted more behind the scenes things, so that's how I got to my position as props director. I approached staff and I said, you know what? I'm not really nuts about doing this, but I'm really great at like working with physical props. I'm working with my hands and whatnot. I got a bit of an artistic flair, just a little bit, but I'm more of a, meat and potatoes labor kind of guy. What do you guys got going on? They had a position, and that's where I'm at now with this position. And I very much enjoy it. Even though it's basically just grabbing bins, chucking them, working on big props for big stories and whatnot. But it's fun, and I say with pride that yes, I am the props director at Dead Legends.
Well, I did I did theater in college for many years, and one of the things that we always had a disconnect was between the actors and the stage crew and all the behind the scenes stuff, and there was almost like always fighting between those two groups. Can't have a show without the stage crew, and you can't have the stage crew put on the show by itself without the actors. So I think it's good that, I like to look at LARPs in the same kind of vein, like a theater group. So you're doing all the behind the scenes stuff to make sure that the LARP goes off without a hitch when we're here on the night. Why do I have a green bandana on my head?
Well, it's the holidays. It's green and red. That means Christmas is coming.
Oh!
Christmas!
And it's the Yuletide episode. Yeah.
That means the Belschnickel will be coming.
Oh my, okay. Let's quickly talk about your old character, because right now,
yes,
you're in the process of transitioning from one really important character in town to the beginning of another character.
Yes.
And we've talked about character death among our own crew many times. My character is afflicted with a lot of different things, and I've been talking back and forth about maybe it's time to end my character, maybe it's time to end Felix. So can you talk to us a little bit about character death?
So character death. My character death was actually planned. I had a goal for my character, and that goal was achieved. And he basically didn't have any other core drive. His narrative was pretty much wrapped up. So it's better to burn out than fade away. And brother, I burned out hard.
Yeah.
So it's fun to focus on that and what your end goal is out of a character you have. Even if you're in between a character right now that you made, have some sort of narrative. Some sort of like, where's this character want to go? And what's it like, how can I get there? Even if it's way down the line, even if it's a long one. So with my old character, Le Fin Dumont, the French-Canadian fur trapper, not Rosdower, that character met his goal, and I had a set timeline between 1 to 6 months. He was going to die. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, maybe of old age, maybe a tragic death, but it turns out the tragic death happened month 1. So basically that was and I had an idea, all right, this was the good ending. He basically, walks off into the sunset. Bad ending, misery and all the shadows and horrible things in the world corrupted and goes down becoming the villain. And then a neutral ending. So it's kind of like a video game, say like BioShock.
Yes.
Where you have different endings. It might work for some people, but that's definitely a good way of thinking about it. What are these paths I can go down? And that's great narrative storytelling as a player to just go that way.
One of the things that your character did was you kind of left open a tiny little hole. I feel like we've done that with all the major character deaths here at Dead Legends. There's always been that little loophole of, well, they're dead, but maybe.
Maybe, and that's always the best.
That's always a good thing. Well, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to try and wrap this up pretty quickly here. But one of the things we talked about with character death was you can leave an out. Whenever your character LaFinn died, there's still a chance for LaFinn to come back somehow. It's very scarce, and there's potentially a way to get back into that. So I think that's really neat with a LARP. When you kill a character, I mean, it's killing a part of yourself.
It is.
Everyone puts a little bit of themselves into their characters. You know, Felix is just me taken to 100, 100% further up. And I'm sure LaFinn was the same way with you. So trying to eliminate a portion of that life at a game that you really enjoy playing, it can be really sad. So I'm glad that a lot of LARPs also give you that opportunity to, well, maybe he's gone, but and it's going to lead to another big story. And
at the very least, it might just be Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and a spirit ghost at the end of the party.
Yeah.
That could be your little goodbye.
Well, even the other character death we experienced this year, she died, oh my gosh, years ago, but that led to so much plot.
Yes.
For your LaFinn character. LaFinn,
dying is fun and is great for stories.
Yes. Yes. That's
so. Felix.
Oh, yep.
Just
no. Ah!
Well, Shane, thank you for coming. You said a lot of good things about this game, and they're all true because we love this game.
It's not about the game. This video is about him and his experience as a character.
And we love you and your experiences as a character.
Shane, just say something about, like, thank you for letting me on and talk about my experiences as a game runner and a character.
Something about letting me on and my experience as a game character.
Okay, this rains are really intense. You want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go.
I'm sorry. When you did the director.
Let's go.
The wind to go. The wind to go. It's as scary as hell.
Nothing